Balance Outdoors, American Bottoms Living. Thursday, we had a little coffee situation come up, foil our plans for going back to the Missouri streams today. But that's all right. Got to get a couple little things tied up for duck and goose season coming up. It's gonna be pretty lame, pretty slow, which is kind of a good thing. Get back to our roots. We're gonna do a lot of fishing. So that being said, if you're gonna get out this weekend and do a little fishing rather than hunting, it is misty, overcast. There's a little bit of rain, but it didn't affect the Missouri streams too much. They may be a little milky, which would make for a dynamite spinnerbait bite. Jealous if you get out there. But if you stick to the end of the video, all the footage was shot on Tuesday. Stick to the end and we'll show you how we rig up the paddle tail worm that we ended up catching everything on. First cast with the, oh my gosh, we can get over to that pocket, which I don't think we're gonna be able to do, but either way. First cast with the storm chug bug in probably over 10 years. In honor of Mr. Benjamin Booth. Oh, I could get one, I can hook one over in that dead water. I have to fight it all the way across though, but I might be able to get over there. The old storm chug bug. We got a tiny one, Bubba. Wow. What do you think, Boo Bear? We got a tiny one. Look at that smallmouth bass. See, I can smell. That's what it smells.
Wow.
Boo's first smallie. It's a bronzeback. Micropetus dolomai, scientific name. Look at the minnows. Oh, he just tried to get a minnow. I can even see if I can get something to come up and just show itself. Small ones, small little minnows down. So I'm seeing if I can just get something to come up and show itself off of this log here. Super active. They're just not hitting anything, but the fish are just acting like it's summertime, literally. I mean, there's bait fish at my feet, suckers, little bass, just chilling, cruising around. Another log going across this way. We're gonna fish our way up to this log and then use that as our cover to cast past that weed bed and the drop off from the roofless here. Got a little bit of wind blowing against the current. I think, oh, right there, right in front of him. Rock bass. Oh no, that's a crappie. Holy smokes. We got a flipping crappie. I can't beat that. Got a crappie on the old paddle tail worm. Unbelievable. Come to a smallmouth stream and catch a crappie. Off of the wood though. At least that part makes sense. See how much of that log shows up in the water on the camera when we get it back. Man, I can't believe I didn't get something out of that little weed tip. Gotta be kidding me. Alright, here's what we ended up catching our fish on. Pretty basic river setup for us. Tungsten. Prefer the tungsten on the rocks. It bounces and slides over the rocks a little bit better as far as I'm concerned. And it's obviously denser and sinks a little bit better in the current. But I do believe that I snag it up less. We were using an 8-pound test. A little tip here. You can buy these little spools, little 110 spools, throw a rubber band on it, and you basically have tippet if you like to use spider wire or something like that, which we do a lot of. So, we were using the 1/8 ounce tungsten. A 3/16 is pretty much what we use. 1/0 Gamakatsu off shank, extra wide gat worm hook. And our standard knot. Palomar, maybe double Palomar, I don't know, I can't remember. Been a long time since Hank Williams. No, what was his name? Hank Parker. Hank Parker Jr. taught me how to tie that knot on the old Bassmaster TV. There we go. Since it's sucked down off camera, we're gonna bite that tag in. We pull this one tight. That way we know when we got the tag in there, it's loose. Blade it with our tongue into our teeth. All right. So we got our 1/8 ounce tungsten, our 1/0 Gamakatsu, and what we ended up getting them on was the Strike King Rage Swimmer, 2.75 inch or 7 centimeters, and it was the Kevin Van Dam Magic. Wow. Old KVD, Kalamazoo, Michigan, if I remember right. But here's the catch. This is what you came here to see. We're gonna, because like I said, we were working in rocks. That's why we had the tungsten. Bounces a little bit better, doesn't get hung up as much. The other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna hook this short. What I mean by short is we're just barely going through enough of the meat of the worm at the front there to hold it on good, and our hook eye is exposed in front of the worm, and we're doing that on purpose. I'm gonna show you why. So we rigged it upside down, but that's all right. We ain't fishing with it yet. So, oh no, that's right. Anyway, the reason we do that is when it's bouncing through the rocks, banging, 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 through the rocks, two things are happening. A, we get just a little bit of a tap tap, you know, which is cool. I don't want a lot of rattle or nothing going on. Man, that is the sloppiest rig ever. Don't fish that. Don't fish it with a crook like that, please. Anyway, little bouncy bounce, tap tap. The main thing is that if we were to rig this up normal, like we're gonna be pulling through some weeds or just a little bit of grass or whatever, we're gonna go ahead and rig it up right. Come down deep in there, and I would actually go pretty far when I'm doing them that way. If I wanted to cover up the hook eye, I wanted to really cover up the hook eye. So there we are, covered up the hook eye. Go ahead and rig her through here. Boom. Terrible. And what you're gonna have is, when you start bashing through the rocks and bashing through the rocks, it's going to start pushing that worm back and pushing that worm back and pushing that worm back. And it's going to end up getting ganked up down here. But what will really happen is it'll get bunched up down here. And it'll start swimming crooked on you. And that is why. See how that pushed down and got crooked? And that is why we rig it up short. You get less fouled up worms, so you can keep on casting. More efficient. And you get that just a little click, click, click. Because we're either going to be slowly dragging it across the bottom, or if we think they're more active, what we're going to do is we're going to swim this thing, and we'll show you this later on another episode, but we're going to be swimming this thing along and just dancing it with our rod tip. Dance, 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 and it's just going tick, 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 and it's dancing through the water like that. There you go. That's your rigging tip of the day. Bait we caught them on. 1/8 ounce tungsten. 1-eye gamakatsu. And the Strike King Rage Swimmer Paddle Tail. That's your Balance Outdoors lesson for the day.